Hey there, and welcome to Factorio Space Age. My name is Brune, and in the last episode, I think we have finally achieved the goal we are looking for. And we've been honing in on the 120 um, science per minute. I wonder if we check like the last 10 minutes. 116. Well, that was the last hour. We're at 112. Oh, we did it. That is a win. That is a win. I feel very satisfied. I'd really love to see this get filled up. I think it will, especially as these things start to become full and things start to back up. But we hit the target. We did it. I am super excited and super proud of myself for that. That is fun. Fulgora has been a blast. I can't believe I didn't even notice it in the seconds in the other one. I thought I'm like, oh man, I'll probably have to. It'll make itself there sometime soon, but yep, we did it. So I think now I really want to look at the upcoming science. If so, so my feelings on this are the gleba sounds fun and interesting to me. Um, as far as mechanics, being able to do this biological stuff and exploring that whole tech tree and what I can do with that sounds really, really fun and interesting. Vulcanus, on the other hand, and the stuff that you do there, I've heard a few things about it, and it seems like it's a very fun planet. The combat and trying to deal with that humongous giant worm thing that you see on like the title screen all the time, that sounds like a very fun thing to deal with as well. Um, I'm kind of torn because I think I would rather do Gleba if it didn't have combat that I've heard is more unforgiving than even the combat on Vulcanus. And so I feel really torn between them. Like Vulcanus seems like the easier choice and the more logical option to just make things easier on myself. Whatever technology I get on Vulcanus, I'll be able to carry with me essentially um, to Gleba to deal with any combat stuff there. But at the same time, I kind of like the idea of dealing with that challenge. It was a really fun challenge how I accidentally self imposed landing on Fulgora and just dealing with things from scratch instead of realizing I can just drop things down from my spaceship. So yeah, I think I want to be brave and to shake things up. I want to try going to Gleba first. Um, but I do want to kind of double check things out here. So I think this metallurgic science pack, this orange one is what we get. Ooh, cliff explosives. Okay, that could be just a reason all itself to just go straight to Vulcanus. uh, much faster belts. That sounds great. Epic quality. Have I not unlocked epic and or legendary quality? Oh, so okay. Interesting. I didn't know that that was something I had to do. Okay. Let's see here. Tool belt equipment, carbon fiber, fish breeding, biter egg handling, activity. Yeah, all the Gleba stuff looks so fun. But cliff explosives. Cliff explosives, man. I also do love me some artillery. Hmm. I think this is kind of a tough one. This really is a tough one. I also am really interested in get these electric weapon damage rolling. Rocket turret. That sounds really cool. That sounds really, really cool. Portable fusion reactor. That is much later. Looks like some dark blue boys. Cryogenic packs. That must be the final planet. Railgun. That sounds sick. Spidertron we do get from going. Hmm. You know, I think maybe I will do Gleba last. And I think I will do Vulcanus first. I don't know, I'll actually be, well, maybe I'll be able to see everybody's comment on this video beforehand, before I decide which one to go to. I'm going to be wrapping up my recording session here pretty soon. So, yeah, but I mean, other than really cliff explosives, I don't see any like artillery. I think from all the things I've even just seen on the title screen, it doesn't really seem like it would be that effective against units on Gleba. This rocket turret, I'm assuming that that's probably helpful on Gleba. Very, very, very interesting. Allows to build elevator rails also on the deep parts of the oil ocean on Fulgora. Oh, what? Are you kidding me? That is so cool. I'm assuming, yeah, that comes from... Okay, so maybe I am a little more sold on doing Vulcanus first, because between the cliff explosives and this, if for some reason we had issues with this and we needed more pink science for whatever we were trying to research, definitely getting this would make dealing with all of that much, much easier. So I think possibly Vulcanus might be where we go. Big mining drill also sounds really cool. And we'll just save the super fun Gleba technology that I'm really looking forward to for after that. You know, and hopefully Vulcanus will be a less complex challenge than this. I don't want to say an easier challenge, but this doing Fulgora was, I wouldn't even say like a super advanced challenge, but it definitely was pushing the boundaries of like of what is challenging in like vanilla Factorio. I know a lot of the overhaul mods and things and stuff like even just the one I was doing previous to this one has more difficult, you know, builds and challenges and resources to be managing and stuff like that. But this scrap challenge was quite the doozy, and it was super fun. Man, it's just so satisfying too seeing this. I'm so glad I took the time to build this. This is really a joy to see this. So I do want to check, let's check my power situation again here one more time. C came down to 11 there. Oh, that's kind of all messed up. That's okay. Check this one. Again, this is actually just a count of all of these at one time. Everything is just being counted up at once, so we can see how many requests are basically coming into the network to be brought over to these things. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I guess now I can try and look at bringing things back to Navis. I think the biggest one I would like to bring back is basically just try and get set up to bring blue chips. Like if we're over 5,000 blue chips, just start shoving them in a rocket if we possibly can. and sending them to Navis. That's something I guess I don't really know how to control, sending like extra stuff up, in a sense. Like when this has too much. You know, maybe I need to remove these from the network and do it where it passes it from one network to the other one. And so this one only has access to blue chips because they're being put into its network. That seems kind of like the best strategy for that. So now I think I kind of want to just move a lot of these. I'll move that one, and that one, and that one. Yeah, this one actually is like right on the border. Okay, so now these aren't in a network. What I can say here is that I want a requester that's going to be requesting blue chips, right? It's going to have 100 blue chips. Then there will be a arm that is not in the network. Yeah, say the concrete is the network that's requesting it, but then it's going to put it over into passive provider for this other network over here. Yep, see, the networks aren't touching, ignore that. And to do that, it'll be reading this network and saying like, oh, if it's over 5,000, put stuff from here into there. So it'll basically be what I got going on with like this circuit here. I think I can just take this and delete. Blue chips are greater than 5,000. Put them in here. And then this will be able to fill a blue chips request from the other one. Robots will then load it in. Yeah, I wish I could say that this thing only... So wait, the automatically requesting supplies thing... Like, let's say... If they were both off... And I just like loaded stuff in with the thing. Does this launch if all of a sudden there's a request for it? Is that how this works? That's what I meant to do. I meant to put blue chips in there. Some blue chips. I I can't put an extra one in there, okay. 300. So now if I also go over to here and turn off this one, but I want this one to try and fulfill a request. Now if I come up to Rescue Team 1, stopped at Navis. Let's do port from Fulgora, 300. Request satisfied. Yeah, I'm curious if that's how this works, like that I'm requesting it from there. Not normal network, not normal network. Yeah, and I'd also be curious if this one would be able to. So interesting. Especially with the read orbital requests, read contents. So is this how you would like read the orbital contents to like decide which one you specifically want to be loading in? I don't think so. This one's still on its way. Oh, that's right. Some people had mentioned, some commenters had mentioned doing a thing to pulse this because of this being supposedly 40% efficient. It's interesting to me. I'm curious where that comes from, the 40% efficiency on this thruster. Wait. Oh, it does work that way. So when this thing's just full of 300, it goes. So like this one could be the pink science one. But I guess how do you get it to put blue chips in here instead of it putting blue chips in there? Automatic insertion limit? If I just request 100 blue chips, doesn't put the stuff into the rocket's inventory. Is weird. Is this where you're supposed to like use like a filter? Huh. Is there like a man, this is actually interesting. How would you put blue chips into a rocket? Without like doing the request thing. I'm so confused. Is it once it's finished, it'll put some blue chips in there or something? Automated insertion limit too. What does that mean? Kind of weird how you just can't like just set your own logistics requests, right? I'm so curious to know. I have a feeling it's not going to do it once it hits 100. Wait. That's stack insertion limit or something. Really weird. Well, that makes this extra annoying if you want to send blue chips home. So, I mean, now you really have to do kind of the plan I was planning here. Need to be like this essentially. And this needs to be like this. Oh, does this thing freak out because it thinks it's part of two different logistics networks? I think I need to just pick this up. Put it in this network. This will be my blue chips going home guy. I'll pick this up over here. Do this thing, some logistic bots. Where are some of these bots? It says not all of them are working. Wouldn't they just be like hanging out on one of these? There we go. That's probably way more than enough. Especially because let's go. Let's go back and forth really fast. Automatic requests from space platforms. This one needs to be hooked into the network somehow. Where's the nearest one of these things? That has everything in it. Perfect. I'm gonna put in 600. Actually, 2 full rolls, why not? This is the send blue chips home guy. This one does just pink science. But I suppose this one could also request the blue. Now though, which is what we don't want. I think I'm just going to request 2000 pink science. This thing's just going to be filled up to 1000. And then I won't have to worry about it automatically filling that request. Okay, that was an episode. So now, yeah, if I go here, yeah, it gets its stuff and it heads on back. Go to Navis. I wonder if I can just build another one of these, like down by like blue chips or something. Wait, Navis is quiet. You can't have more than one on a planet, I'm guessing. You can only build one cargo landing planet per surface. Just as I suspected. Okay. That kind of sort of complicates things a little bit, but not a crazy amount. Clean up all the bricks. Herbal science. I'm just super duper out of stone, actually. Need to get a stone mine back on Navis. Or just send some stone back. Do I have behemoth biters yet? I think I would at this point. Man, that's still like hilarious to me how that's just like right next to them, and they're just like, nah, we're cool with that. Yeah, we're fine with that too. Yeah, do I just set up more of these? That's one thing I'm curious about too, is if I would be able to connect this network to that one. Like there or there. Maybe there. Oh yeah, we can make these connect. The problem would be how many would die due to this stuff. Can I build an ocean oil? Yeah, that would be the annoying bit right there. Okay, I think it's a good spot to stop this episode. I think we're going to go to the next one, and we will plan to head back to Navis to try and fix the stone issue there, and get science rolling again before we try and head out to one of these planets. So thanks so much for joining me. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.